Series 14 is here. It's the last competitive format for Sword and Shield, so it's going to be super duper exciting. And in the last competitive seasons for Sword and Shield as well, with Scarce and Violet coming out. And we're going to be using this team here. It's one I've made. I've used a variant of this team in Series 12. I've then switched it up for Series 13, and I've switched it up again for Series 14. This team here features Groudon, Whimsicott, Kartana, Kyogre, Incineroar, and a Gigantamax Charizard. So I have the Pokepaste down below as well as the rental code, so do check those out in the description. And before we get to the battles, a few things. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, I can't remember if I've introduced this gimmick to the channel, and that gimmick is I got a Ditto plush. I'm going to be putting like a bit of masking tape on Ditto for like each video, each week. I'm not 100% sure. And it's going to have a different Pokemon because, well, obviously Ditto's famous for transforming. So I'm going to have different Pokemon names on it and be referring it by whatever Pokemon it is for that day. Let's get battling. Okay, so Kyogre, Whimsicott. It's actually a really cool looking team. Kyogre, Whim, Shadow Rider, Calyrex. That's really cool. Entei, Alecki, and Thundurus. So the biggest question I think is, where is the Sash? And then the second biggest is that a Defiant Thundurus? Yeah. Where's the Sash? Is it on Whim, Cali, Alecki? Could be on any of them. I'm happy to start with my Whimsicott. I could start with Groudon. I'm actually probably a little bit more happier to be starting with Kartana or Kyogre. I think if I start with Kartana, that probably gives me a few more options outside of Entei. So we'll go with Kartana. I'm happy. Do I bring Kyogre in? I know I bring Groudon in. I do bring Groudon. Or do I bring Charizard in? Yeah, let's do that. We'll bring Charizard in. So I've already done a few battles this season, just like warming up. I haven't done all too many battles since I got my new job. And so yeah, I've done a little bit of warm up, I guess, over the past couple of days. Whimsicott and Thundurus. Okay. I am happy to go Trick Room here. And Steel Spike into Whim. Trick Room, Dynamax, Steel Spike into Whim. Yep, I'm happy with that. If they go, so I'm picking that Whim's going to survive this turn. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I hope that this isn't a Switcheroo ejects button Whim, because obviously Thundurus is going to be faster than my Kartana, because this Kartana is not built how I normally are. It's actually quite slow, but it's very bulky. So as long as it's not Switcheroo, we're okay. But I guess other than that, stall out the Dynamax at the very least, because outside Dynamax, Thundurus isn't all too powerful. So if they go Tailwind Airstream, that's really good for me because I'm getting Trick Room out, and the following turn I can look at going for a Knuckle. That way, if Whim goes Charm, I get myself back up to where I should be. Yeah. To me, it sounds like a good idea. There's Tailwind. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. That is what I'm after. Airstream. Yep. Into my Whim, yep. So I want to be taking out their Whim as soon as I possibly can, and I'm probably going to look at switching mine out for probably Groudon, in all fairness. Probably Groudon. So let's go Steel Spike into their Whim. I knock it out. Okay, even better. So that means that they don't have Sash. Probably they did have a Jax button. So then Sash would be on, like out of Alecki and Cali, I'll be saying it'll be on Cali. Like, not gonna lie about that. There's my Trick Room. very, very important Trick Room that is. So yeah, I'm happy to switch out Win for Groudon. I'm not quite sure if I'm happy to switch it out for Charizard. I send out Calyrex, okay. Actually, what if Calyrex has their own Trick Room? That means I'm better off going Moonblast, Steel Spike into Cali. Yeah. Just in case I want to reverse the Trick Room. I need to think about that option, because that's actually rather scary. And Thundurus doesn't actually bother me all too much, because I do have a Groudon in the back. But I've also got a Charizard, so it does bother me all at the same time. With this being a Dynamax Thundurus, it's going to be Defiant as well. Because you wouldn't Dynamax a Thundurus that is Prankster. Beautiful. Okay, there's the Sash. Brought it down the Sash. And we get Moonblast off into it as well. So both Pokemon now at +2 defense. Calyrex doesn't get the Beast Boost from this, but I'm better off getting rid of Calyrex just in case. They go Darkness into Kartana. So maybe they'll go Astral Barrage. You don't normally see Darkness on a Thundurus. No, you don't. Okay. Who do we bring out now? Kyogre. Well, I can Max Overgrowth Kyogre and switch Wim out for Groudon. This is now a really good turn for me to switch Groudon in. Go Groudon. And I'm happy to go Overgrowth into Ogre. Basically, I'm going to get Thundurus down by itself. Battle's cancelled. Beautiful. So I do wonder what their Calyrex was doing. I'm actually quite happy if they got their team public to actually see what it was, or like available to see what they had. But with it being Max Darkness, maybe they're going for an Astral Barrage. I don't know, but because Calyrex can just steamroll so easily, and also it can learn Trick Room, I felt pressured to get rid of Calyrex as soon as possible. Alright, so Wim's got Yveltal. It's really cool to see Yveltal here. But Wim's got Yveltal, Dialga, Landorus, Incineroar, and Regieleki. So I do want to bring my Whimsicott, because it makes a hell of a lot of sense. The question is, what do I bring in next? So I can actually bring in Charizard. To me, that's actually rather interesting. If they start with... Yeah, I could bring it... Actually, I do like the idea of bringing in Charizard. Bring in Charizard, Groudon, and do I bring Kyogre in? I think I should, but Kartana's also got Assault Vest. No, we'll go Kartana and hopefully they don't have Heat Wave on that Yveltal. That's probably the biggest issue would be the Yveltal. But the Incineroar and Landorus are annoying as well because of Intimidate. Well, Landorus T. I don't want to get hit by Intimidate. That's why I'm leading Charizard, and then I can always switch Groudon in if they start with a Lecky. Who are they starting with? Dialga and a Lecky. Okay. Pokemon... I can go Trick Room. I got an Lecky, so I kind of doubt that they're going to go for anything damaging. But maybe I just go Protect just in case they don't go Trick Room. switch Charizard out for Groudon. If I go Trick Room, it's okay, because I've got slower Pokemon to begin with. Like, from what I've brought, Whimsicott is my quickest, and then Charizard's the second fastest. So let's just see how this goes. We bring Groudon. There's no Dynamaxes, so this Protect is really, really important. I go Roar of Time into the, what was the Charizard slot? Huge. Whoa, look at that damage. Okay, now I can bring Charizard back out, because I know my damage calcs here. I can go... Do I Dynamax from here? Hold up. So I can go Tailwind. And I can Heat Wave. If I go Heat Wave... Nah, we Dynamax and go Wildfire. I feel like I kind of have to. Them going into the Charizard slot though, that was absolutely genius on their part, because it means that I keep Whim out, and like, well, I can get Speed Control and prevent them from having Speed Control. It can't do much damage. That's the downside to Whimsicott. They go for a Protect. Beautiful. That's fine by me. That means I'm keeping Charizard out for another turn. I get Tailwind. I'm basically safe this turn. Ooh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. So now I want to Wildfire Dialga, and I'm going to Moonblast Alecki. So with Wildfire Dialga, who else did they have in the back? Hold up. There's a Landorus. Okay, Yveltal, Landorus. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I'm going to see what they have anyway. But Dynamaxing, there has to be Dynamaxing Dialga from here. There's no way they're Dynamaxing Alecki. So what are they trying to achieve with Dialga? So I don't have to worry about Trick Room now. Very, very happy with. But doesn't my Whim still have full HP? We Moonblast Alecki. So we get the knockout there. Like a boss. Absolute champ I am. Wildfire. Oh, huge! They lightning. I like that. And I hold on. Not enough to survive solar power, but I hold on. Yeah, okay. Alright. So now I have to bring Kartana out. God, I now wish I had Kyogre. And they faint due... God, I really hope I don't have both Vincent and Landorus. That would be bad. How would I deal with that? I wouldn't. Like, I kind of should have brought Kyogre over Kartana. Now that I'm thinking about it. So I get Kartana out, please no. Oh, it's going to be one of them. Yveltal. And I wish if I had that Whim. Oh, that'd be helpful. Landorus. So there's no fake out pressure. No fake out pressure. So I'm actually rather happy to go for... Moonblast into Yveltal. Sacred Sword into it. Smart Strike is... I'll do more damage with Smart Strike. Yeah. With Smart Strike Yveltal. So the reason why I'm picking Smart Strike is just because I'm going to do more damage with it. Because of Stab. That's basically it. And obviously Moonblast because I'm going to do a lot of... Well, I'm hoping to do a lot of damage with it. But if it's AV, it may not do as much as I want. That could be better. Oblivion Wing into Please Be Kartana. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. I'm picking it. They're going to go for Earthquake. Yep. Damn. If I had Kyogre, it would have been so much better. I would have... Water Spout would have taken down Landorus, and it probably would have taken down Yveltal as well with the amount of damage that I did to it with Moonblast. Anyway, they can have the win. They've really earned it. Like, I'll need a crit. And then another crit. So, they really earned that. That came down to me just... Losing Groudon turn 1 didn't help. If I managed to keep Groudon out that turn, I would have been better off. So in hindsight, it was better off to protect Charizard versus switching it out. That would have given me an extra, like, effectively an extra Pokemon. Oh, this is a really cool looking team. I got a Hippowdon. That's neat. That's neat. So Zacian, Kali, Hippowdon, Cantoni and Zapdos, Mimikyu, and an Urshifu. So we'll start with Whim. Makes sense to me. Whim. I do want to start... See, if I start Kartana, like, that gives me a lot of options. What about starting Charizard? Do I get the same amount of options with Charizard? I think so. Should I start Groudon? We can start Charizard. I'm bringing Charizard, I do want Groudon. Groudon's actually got it's decent into a lot of these. Do I bring Kartana? Or should I bring... Do I bring Incineroar? Actually. Let's try Incineroar out. Let's mix it up. I haven't actually brought Incineroar in too many times, but like Series 14 is basically Series 12. It's just I had to go up a number from 13. The Hippowdon though, that's a really cool thing to see. Like, I haven't gone up against Hippowdon before. So, like, I'm not quite sure what to expect. That's Calyrex and Urshifu. It's Water Urshifu as well. It's a little bit annoying. Not gonna lie. Okay. Tailwinds. I could Dynamax and Protect. Yeah, with Dynamax and go Max Guard. I doubt that Urshifu is going to Dynamax. At the very least, I'm hoping that it doesn't. But I doubt that Urshifu is going to want to Dynamax. That's what I'm banking on. In Series 12 and other series that I've played, and you didn't really Dynamax Urshifu unless you had to. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. So we get Max Guard off. So I don't think Urshifu can hit through Max Guard from this point. So the reason why I'm doing this is I want to protect against the Astral Barrage, but also the Surging Strikes that's going to be coming up. Beautiful. That's just what I needed. Okay, now we go Pokemon, and I'm going to bring Groudon in. And I want to go Airstream into Urshifu. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be faster than the Calyrex. That's the idea at the moment. So we switch them out. I have Tailwind for later in the game. Bring Groudon out. So now Urshifu's water type attacks, in theory, are going to be weaker. They go Aqua Jet. Massive. That was a beautiful switch on my part. Ooh, okay. I like that. That's actually really good information to have. So that's where Sash is. So is this Cali choice specs? I think so. So now I want to go Rock Slide. The reason I'm going Rock Slide over Precipice Blades is I don't need to stab damage, but also it's 5% more accurate, which I'm going to very much enjoy having. So now we're going to go with Wildfire into Cali, since I know it doesn't have Sash, and I can also go Rock Slide. So because of how much defensiveness Cali doesn't have, it's like Shadow Rider Calyrex isn't very bulky. So I think in the sun, like Solar Power, Stab, Sun, that I should be able to take it out. Like this Wildfire is going to hit like an absolute truck. Like I said, like an absolute truck. And now with the Tailwind boosted plus the Airstream Groudon, I'm going to be able to hit the Urshifu as well. Like I'm hitting for the big damage here. I missed? No! Close combat. What? I take it out anyway because of Wildfire. So like, it could have been worse. Could have been better. Wow, I wonder if I went P-Blades if I would have hit it. Wow. That seems unfair. Absolutely unfair. But they're now on to their last two Pokemon, Zacian. Oh no, that's Zapdos. And Mimikyu. Okay, I want to hit the Mimikyu as hard as I can. So I'm happy to go Heat Wave. Yep. Rock Slide and Heat Wave. If I can get a burn on either of these, would be amazing at this point. Zapdos will be Dynamaxing. That should be Zapdos. If it's Mimikyu, I'm going to be super surprised. Who is it? Who is it? Zapdos. Cool. Called it. So this is my last turn of Tailwind. But whoever they don't take out, I'm okay with. Maybe I should have gone Precipice Blades. Oh, I got a burn on it. Okay, that's huge. That there is massive. I think I should have gone Precipice Blades. I didn't put into consideration. Oh, they go Thunder Wave. That's interesting. I don't think I would have gone for that. Imagine if I got the flinch, that would have been epic. Zapdos takes a bit of damage, that's okay. Burn damage. And there goes Tailwind. Who do I have in the back? I got Incineroar on the back. Trying to figure out how I enable Incineroar. So I could protect both Mon. Protect Heat Wave. No, we'll go Heat Wave with Charizard. I'm probably losing it either way, but I think if I protect Groudon, I'm going to enable Incineroar a lot easier. I go for his sub. That's... Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking, that's really brave of them. But if Zapdos doesn't go for Charizard... Airstream, if I go into Groudon, this is huge. No, they go Charizard. Okay. I could have gone Protect down, I may have survived. I'm not gonna lie about that, I may have survived that Protect. So that's turn 2 of our Dynamax. Beautiful. That may be the last turn of Wildfire. Not 100% sure, but it may not be. We now bring Wim out. And I'll... Yeah, no, we go Tailwind from here. Rock Slide. How many more turns of Wildfire do I have? Oh, okay, this is my last turn of it. So that Mimikyu's gone. And yeah, we can go Tailwind. Just... If I don't do something, I'm not going to get anything out. That's how I'm seeing it. So if I get Tailwind out, well, then at least I feel like I've achieved something. Put it that way. That made Groudon faster than Zapdos. What's the Zapdos' speed? What? I don't think that saves it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that saves it. That goes into Wim, that's fine by me. I don't think I need to worry about Mimikyu just because it's burnt. That's my thing. That's just my thing. It's burnt. What's it gonna do? Just realized that's Zapdos' life orb. Just holds on. Okay. Now we get Incineroar out, and they've used up all their Dynamax turns. So I'm happy to now go Fake Out into Zapdos and Rock Slide again. I just want to get the Zapdos to a point where I can't do anything. Or that it's in such a bad spot. So Mimikyu can't. Good to have. And then we'll go Fake Out into Zapdos. I want it to be in a 2v1. That's the goal here. So no protects. There's the Fake Out. That does decent damage actually. And we get Rock Slide off. Beautiful. I'm not taking any damage this turn. And I get the win. Even better. Even better. Yes. Oh, that went really well. That went super duper well. It could have gone better though. Like, it was not perfect. But I can't complain at the same time. I'm surprised of like how fast that Groudon was in retrospect to their Zapdos at the end of it all. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. They're both down below, and in the description, like I said, is the PokePaste and rental code for this team, so do check those out. Go watch some of my other videos, and happy battling. See ya.